If an employer wants you out bad enough, they have a way of making illegal terminations appear legal. So how do they do this? They do this through legal maneuvering. They set up employees with defensive documentation to make the employee look like a poor performer. That way, they can fire them for cause. There's a pattern to this, and here's how it works. So the first thing that they do is start nitpicking the employee and start holding them accountable for things that they let go in the past. The second thing they do is start assigning very big projects with very tight deadlines, making it impossible to complete and succeed in this project. These projects they assign are vague and overbroad, and the expectations are not clear. So while you're trying to figure things out, the deadline is still what it is, and they pretty much know that you're not going to make it. This is how it was designed. So the third course of action will be a verbal warning because you have not met the deadline on this impossible project. Keep in mind that the verbal warnings are documented because they're building a case against you. So the fourth thing that they do is assign another project, whether you finish the last project or not. And this project seems big, but it's probably tedious as hell. Again, the expectations are not clear. And now you have these two projects maybe because you didn't finish the last one. So you don't know how to prioritize. And they're not going to tell you to prioritize. And of course, the deadline is tight as hell on a tedious project. So the fifth thing that they do is put you on the PIP because you didn't finish either project because it was set up that way. So with the PIP, you're going to get additional training, additional coaching, additional check-ins. And did I mention it's a 30-day PIP? So you have to make it happen, Captain, in 30 days. Oh, and you get assigned another project. Just because you got the PIP doesn't mean the work stops. So, of course, this project is like the last two, tedious as hell and almost impossible to finish because it's designed that way. And then that sentence is in there where if you're not meeting the expectations of the PIP, you can be further disciplined and up to termination. Now you're voicing your concern because you have these projects that are tedious without clear expectations and tight deadlines. So now the axe falls because you didn't successfully complete the requirements of the PIP. They tried to rehabilitate you, refresh you, give you additional training and coaching, and it just didn't work. Now they have this long-ass paper trail called defensive documentation that demonstrates you're a poor performer and they've done everything to try to rehabilitate you. So the real reason for your termination was not performance at all. They just wanted you out and didn't like you. But on the record, it looks like a legal termination, which will make it difficult for you to file a claim in court because you can't prove it. They've created this defensive documentation.